And of course, this afternoon we have two gentlemen. Yes, we want to apologize to you. We had another guest before, but we had to make a switch, so we want to apologize to Joel because we have some students here all the way from Charlie Smith High School. We have Richard Williams. You're Richard?
Yes, sir.
And we're not hearing you. Let's see if we can get a little more volume out of it. Don't move it. It's okay. Go a bit nearer. We're not hearing you well enough. All right, go nearer in. Fine. Richard, we can hear you now?
Yes, sir.
You need to project that voice a bit. All right. Donovan Days. I have
Davante.
Listen, where come here with the boss name now? That I can't pronounce it. Davante Days.
Yeah,
right.
That's right.
That's right. This them turned teacher this morning, and the teacher is right across there, I bet you I pronounce her name correctly. Stacy Chambers.
That's right.
You know? Because she comes from a period where they give some simple names. Exactly. No, we don't have much time. Well, I don't we might have much time at all. But I want to talk to you guys about school. And when I was out there, you mentioned about bullying in school. Mm-hmm. Tell me about it. What's it like? We're not talking about your school, but generally. And what actions you think should be taken to deal with that?
All right. So for bullying in school, I really think it's coming from the household. Mm-hmm. When students or children in general don't have a good role model in the household.
Yes.
Their kids would be very what's that word? They'll be very not self-aware, mm-hmm. right? So they'll tend to make people walk all over them. They don't know how to stand up for themselves.
But they really shouldn't have to, right, Richard? They really shouldn't have to. They should have to do that. Because if you go to a school, nobody should be bullying and you have to stand up and fight. So what is happening?
True, because, so...
Yes, go ahead.
So basically, sometimes it's just to make themselves feel better than others, or to just stand out differently from other people, to make people feel...
I tell you, I'm going to ask you to go a little bit closer to the mic. Right. Yes, go ahead now.
Alright, so...
And project that voice.
It's just that they need more attention towards them to make people much more scared of them, or... It's just something that others do not expect from others. So basically, normally come as a high school student, it's just one of those things that almost every high school student goes through. I've been through it down here and everything.
But how do you deal with it? I mean, parents send their children to school, right? And bullying them. How do you think the school, how the society should deal with it?
School should be a very safe place in which...
I think I've lost, not hearing you at all. So we need to get the volume up a bit. Let me try to get those volumes up. I was hearing you before, but now you've got continue speaking.
Yeah, school should
now
be
I'm hearing
a very safe place in
but
which...
I'm just not hearing Richard when he speaks. Yeah, still not hearing loud enough, but we'll see if we can get that fixed. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, in which parents send their children to go to at least relieve a little stress from their day-to-day lives within work and etc. What I really think is going on in high schools nowadays, you have to be feared to be respected.
What? You're telling me nonsense,
No, for real, you have to be feared to be respected.
But hold on. I should say you're talking nonsense because guess what? Out of society, if you're driving on the road, if them look at you look like a soft person, they just tell your tongue. It's sad though.
Same thing with society. I don't get why Jamaicans are like that, or people in general.
No, I'm going to tell you something. If you send them to the United Kingdom or Singapore, they will behave differently. Remember, exactly. I tell you that.
And I think it's coming from our culture.
No, don't even use the word culture. We use culture. We use culture to excuse everything. You don't come from no culture. When you behave badly,
you just behave badly.
No, culture. And this is what here you are learning from your leaders, because everything they find excuse and they say is the culture.
Yeah.
But probably leaders need to look at themselves too. Probably they have the culture of behaving a particular way.
And it's the reasoning skills though, because if you can reason out conflict before it even escalate, you won't have to be bullying anyone.
But master, it doesn't even have to be a conflict, you know. You go to the supermarket and somebody want to buy something, they just bounce and go up to the cashier, you know.
No respect for anyone.
Guys, how do we change that? Because I never can tell, you might be the next prime minister, you might be the next minister of national security. No, you are now in charge. We have a few, sorry the time is short, we'll have about probably 10 minutes or so left. But you tell me now, I point you, Richard. Tell me now, how you was the prime minister, if Richard or anyone of what you want to go with that one.
Alright, so basically what I would start by doing is based off of this case alone, I would put it towards the guidance level where children get counseling such as the bully and the person taking in what the bully has done to them.
Counseling, and they say, the counselor idiot. What you tell me?
We don't really like that.
To be honest, I'm going to tell you, counseling might not work for everybody.
Yes.
But it can work. Right?
Okay.
It might take majority of
But
time.
there's a national problem. You know, Davante, how do we deal with this? How do we deal with it?
A national problem. I really don't know, because Jamaica.
No. Don't say you don't know. I tell you, you might be the next prime minister, so you better know. You're sounding like you want to put all these political leaders. You must know.
Well, we need help. We really need help. And if we know, like, for instance, church.
Yes.
People need to go to church. You see, when you find your
But the
inner
young people
peace,
them say church are old fashioned up, man. You mean?
well, I go to church, but you know my mother forced me, so.
Yes, I hear you.
To be honest, people without church, I find church very important because at one point, I didn't think there was nothing much more than just living.
Yes.
And then church opened that gateway where I saw that there's more to being just a regular student in high school, and more than just getting up every day without a purpose. There is a whole lot of different things beneath what you can see differently in church. People might think church is I just look a show off to say, I like God and hitting the gateways when if you don't have the passion to say that you represent God and you want to be a godly person and He can change a lot in you,
yes,
that means you don't believe in God, or you're just not there for God. You're just there for how much.
Now we get yes.
Just to put a personality out there,
yes,
so that people see you as that person. When that's not your personality, that's just what people see.
But I will tell you, though, and I'm sure your teacher is looking and she's trying to teach you while you're crossing. She better learn this speech. These teachers, by the way, I'm a whole teacher myself, so I understand the feeling. Now, in my time, guys, you see, if I don't confirm, you know a name, go have a switch. You don't know a name, so. You think you could have back answer, teacher? You couldn't do it.
Yeah, I get beaten there, and when you go, make it another dose.
No, that is culture. Now you know your history. Now, I am saying that, as one gentleman said to me, we need to motivate people. But I'm one who believe that it's a fear. Fear has a role to play in society.
Exactly.
And even if they're not going to eat, the money just raise it. But now we have a society, them neither fear God nor man.
Them not fear nobody. Everybody has sin and know.
Sin is putting it mightily.
Exactly.
But what else can we do? Because it cannot continue. There's no country in the world which is moving forward economically. Even those that who we say are rich, they are falling down because there's no the social fabric has been torn apart.
And I think it's coming from the system, right? Because a lot of people say the system is corrupt, which, it really is.
The system can't corrupt.
No,
I don't think corrupt.
The people.
The people, exactly.
The people in the system are corrupt.
Yeah. And political leaders.
All right.
But ask the parents who elect them.
My parents who elect
them?
My parents don't involve in politics.
I still blame them, though. They have to get involved.
Yeah, they have to.
The only thing I will say to you guys, it might not happen in my time.
Maybe the political leaders benefit towards their services later on when they get that position, but no, they don't vote.
No, what tell them they need to. I will tell you when they must vote. Like, I will tell you, suppose 2 jackasses go up.
Mm-hmm.
Which one would you vote for?
I would vote for the second one.
Which one would you vote for?
The first.
You what I say? You say if you vote for one,
you
make yourself into another jackass.
Exactly.
I'm being terrible now.
Because it's the same thing.
It's the same thing. I have a very strange suggestion, and it's not going to happen during my time. But if I plant the seed now, you never can tell. I believe that you should have, on the ballot, you should have John Brown, Mary Jane, and none of the above. Now, if none of the above wins, then you'd have to select new persons to vote.
Exactly.
And those who don't vote, like your peers, would get a chance to say, I don't support them. And they probably humble themselves because they realize that they were probably 30% of the voters who didn't support them. But guess what? They don't mind, If 5 persons go out and vote, and I win by 1 vote, no problem. I'm the MP. It's the point.
That's what happened, like, I think, the last 4 years ago?
Yeah, the longest while. So make sure that the idea, it might sound like a stupid idea, but I think it can work.
All
that
ideas are valid.
But to be honest...
You sound like you're going to be a different political leader.
But to be honest, on the count of who stepped on my clerks are the main topic, it's just that...
You don't want to name clerks, though.
You know, Ryan Clark.
Because you have to have money to win.
Yeah, man, you have to have money.
And that's your man?
You don't have to have money, man.
No, it's a real one, yeah.
You don't have to have money. You see, it's just a matter of style or image. Everybody want an image for be that person, but the image that he's stood up and put out there, that not much no student, to be honest.
None at all.
Because somebody step by your clocks and your first instinct of like punch him over or stomp him in the face and start some conflict.
By the way, your image change same time you turn criminal now.
Exactly. Everybody, alright. So right then and there, people will say, "Oh, it's a serious student. He will mess you up whatsoever. If you even walk past him and breeze touch him."
That's where fear comes in.
Exactly. So
but my take on who stepped on the Clarks. Clarks is a material thing. Right.
Where do you come from? Can you not talk like on our young people? It's up with the school or the principal or what?
No, it's something with me.
Yes.
Clarks is a material thing.
Yes.
I have one. I have 2 shoes. I'm blessed with 2 shoes.
You need to give me one of the Clarks.
No problem.
Yeah.
If I was supposed to hit everyone who stepped on my Clarks, there won't be no students in the school.
So you'd have a Clarks and have no friend?
Yeah.
Which is more important to you?
I'd rather have friends.
Well, some persons will tell they prefer the Clarks.
No, because what you gonna do? Sit down and be like, "Yo, Clarks, man, what a reason with you," and things like. It's not going to respond.
Exactly. Your Clarks are look by you and say, "Yeah, man, want that brush off, you know."
Yes.
You see? And I eat that.
Until tired us.
Yes.
Yeah, you can clean it.
Right.
Materials can be cleaned. You don't need to put in towards violence against someone because...
But the class is important. At a point, the class can become a friend. You can reason with the class. What class will I say?
But yet again, someone can easily come in your house and thief it.
Yet again, at one point, your clocks are going to start dry rotting.
And take a mash up.
Alright.
So when that destroys now, what are you going to talk to? What are you going to have? Where you going to be like...
Probably your friend have to help you out, give answers, but you did committed to the class.
Clarks and the friend come in. I rather my friends than a piece of material.
But one thing I can tell you, I always tell persons all the while, that no matter how successful, and I'm speaking from experience, by the way, Liquor Hog look upon Big Hog and say, "Why you snout so long?" And Big Hog say, "Only time will tell." Right? It doesn't matter how successful you are. If you pick the wrong spouse, mark my word, you'll be a failure. If you pick the wrong friends, you're going to be a failure. My mother always tell me, say, "Show me your friends, and I'll tell you who you are." Well, I still learn all them something like that. That's why you sound so, you sound like a progressive youngster. Do you know that nowadays it's more important what goes on top of your head than what goes in it?
For real. Because in school, teachers are like, I just came out of a class. My POB teacher, Miss Green.
Oh, by the way, saying that teacher is a market for sex. Yeah.
She's saying that the world Jamaica is so corrupt because it's links I make people be. Say for instance, I have 5 CXCs, and someone who knows someone in my business, like I want to run for manager,
right? And
I can't because links make him get that subject there.
Who know who?
Yeah. He's not qualified and I am.
But I must tell you something though. Don't see qualifications as just the academic subjects.
Is it?
Yes, don't see it that way.
Is it?
Because, yeah, go ahead.
Is it just me or alright. So the other day, last year, when CXC came out, it was a Trinidadian guy. He had 22 CXCs. And then after a while, it came up on the news that he was applying for a job and he was not qualified because he has too much CXCs.
Yes.
That, to be honest, I think that's very foolish because how did I work so hard, put in the hard work and do what I was supposed to do? Got 23 CXCs plus CAPE and applying for the job.
I'm going to have to go, but I'm going to tell you something. And I have to talk to your teacher because you have to change that thinking. It is not how many subjects you get. Why do you need them? Right? Not how many subjects. It's your attitude, your behavior.
That's what she said also. That's really what she said. She's a very wise female.
Ms Chambers, you can't show off or feel good about so. Yes, because I will tell you, 99% of what I have done in life has nothing to do with my academic qualifications. It's your extracurricular activities. You've been able to talk to you. You think it's a subject I pass where I can't talk to you?
Personality. How you sell yourself to
I'm going
people.
to give you a trouble now. Some trouble. And its time is going. How old I am?
50.
How old I am?
70.
Okay. I could have look at back. You're coming to come. But I sound like me can't talk to you, no?
No.
All right.
You're a very down-to-earth person.
It's the attitude. See, they don't know how to assess me already. Yes. But you're closer. But I don't know why him dropped to that. You must have something. Eh?
Is he 73?
No, not that
No, he's in his 60s.
You know, yeah, right. Yeah. But what matters is how you can relate to people. So if you get a job, is that whether you get 10 or 20 subjects.
And it's how you display your behavior on someone and how you communicate. Because even this podcast right here,
yes,
based on how me, Davante, and you are speaking, it wouldn't be able to communicate with what each of we are saying.
Exactly. Very quickly, I have to go now. Davante, what are you at school? The gay, anybody call it? Don't call it. You call it council. What are you involved in that?
Yeah, I'm a student council.
Okay.
A prefect and a block warden. So I'm responsible for grade 10. But then and now I'm still responsible for grade 11. I'm running for student council president.
Right. I tell you, as a prime minister materially now. Yeah. Richard?
Future deputy head boy, student council, and future leader of my school.
Right. Question. Charles Smith. Is it regarded as, I have to go now, is it regarded as a new secondary school?
A secondary school?
Good. All right. Before you quickly, don't let anybody call the school new secondary or traditional high school. All the schools are high schools.
All the schools. We're doing one.
I have to leave you. Guys, you have been fantastic. Madam Teacher, I probably have to have them back another day. They will be on my list. Great guys. Thank you very much, Richard Williams and Davante Daines from the Charles Smith High School. Guys, you were great today. Thank you for
having us.
All the best. Gonna go for some music out for the break. Vernon Derby here saying to stay with us soon. Come back. Don't move.